What's up, what's up? It's your girl Sailor Savvy here, coming at you guys with another Navy related video. So this video is going to be about your first week of training in boot camp at RTC. So the way you know that you officially started training is whatever day you have your swim test on. Your swim test marks 1 Tech 1, so your first day of training week 1. So it doesn't matter if you just did your PFA one day and it's been a week since you did your PFA. If you haven't done your swim test yet, you have not officially started training. Like sometimes some divisions have a layover or they're just chilling like a few days in between. My division, we just waited one day. Like we had our PFA and then we waited a day and then we had our swim test. Some divisions wait a whole week before they have their swim test. Sucks for them. Not the point though. But yeah, so you have your swim test, and the swim test, well, for me it wasn't that bad because I knew how to swim. It just wasn't what I expected. So it's 4 parts to the swim test. You get there, of course you jump off the tower. Now I don't remember if the tower is 10 foot, 15 foot, 20 feet. I can't remember. I want to say 12 feet. I don't remember. But the point is you jump off that bitch, right? And you're supposed to swim to like the corner or the side or whatever over there. And my plan was to not look down when I got up on the tower, but they don't give you that option. Like they say, once you get up there, right? There's 2 lines up there, 2 lines of recruits. So the instructor says step. So no, the instructor says edge first. So at that point, whoever is next to go, they have to walk up to the very edge and put your toes on the very edge of the tower. So you have to look down to make sure that your toe is on the edge, that you're not about to fall. Like I have this one friend in A school or whatever, and he wears glasses. And if you wear glasses, they don't let you wear. Oh, I think they do let you wear them when they make you. I don't know if they make you take them off or not. But the point is, he didn't have his glasses on. And he was like, I can't see. Like I can't step to the edge. I'm gonna fall off. They will assist you, so don't even try to use that as an excuse. So anyways, you're on the edge, right? And then they say step. So when they say step, you gotta step off and like hop in fucking water. And then you just go down. Yeah, you don't cannonball, you don't dive, you just step off and just go straight down. That's all it is to it, and you swim to the other side. But for me, I know how to swim, right? But when I stepped and I was going down, I sneezed. And when I sneezed, like, I hit the water, and then, like, all the water got in my nose, and I was panicking, and they pulled me out because they thought I couldn't swim. But I knew how to swim, so it was really embarrassing for me. They made me get in, like a kiddie pool and practice laps and all this shit before going to the next part. So the next part is I can't remember exactly how many meters it is. It's so much shit, I forgot my bad. But they have you swim from one side to the pool to the next. And they show you 4 different types of swim strokes you can do. You can't just freeball it. Like, you can't just freestyle it down there. You have to do one of the specific types of strokes they show you. Because they give you, like, a brief little class and stuff about why it's so important for us to know how to swim. I mean, you're in the Navy, so you should already know why it's important for you to know how to swim. But, yeah, so the easiest one is the elementary backstroke. So you're just lying on your back and just flapping, just going. Like, that's the easiest one that they have. So you do that to the bottom, and then the next one is the prone float. So you just float for 5 minutes. So I had a timer go off in my laundry. It's done. Sorry for that interruption. But yeah, so like I was saying, the prone float, yeah, so it's for 5 minutes. And you're supposed to be on your stomach, sort of like with your face in the water, and then you come up for air, and your face in the water, and you come up for air. But those who are considered remedial swimmers who have to have additional training inside the pool the same day, they let us swim on our back. So since they had to pull me out of the water, and then I proved to them that I could actually swim, I was still considered a remedial swimmer, but I wasn't like severe. Like I didn't need to come back another day and have like full ass swim lessons. Like I said, because I know how to swim, I just sneeze and fucking had water on my nose. So, with that being said, they let us float on our back for 5 minutes, which was pretty nice because it's real simple. You just tread in water. Just they let you like flop your arms around your arms and your feet or whatever. But the one thing that got me was like when I'm on my back, I'm just like going like this. I'll like move and drift and then bump into somebody and they're like move. And I'm like, okay, sorry. So yeah, that's that. And then the last part, no, that's maybe it's a 5-part thing. I don't remember, but there's another part, and you have to float with your coveralls. So you have to like put the coveralls on and like open them. And the coverall is like a one piece uniform that you have that you wear on a ship. So you put the coveralls on, to put your face in the water and like slap air into it to create like an air pocket, and then it'd be like an air bubble on your back, and you close it up, and then you float that way. So yeah, and then the very last one is you jump off another 10-foot tower, but this time you're wearing a life vest, and they have like a little inflatable raft in the pool. So you pretty much have to like link arms with everyone who's in the water, who's dangling, and safely get into the life raft. Like that's not really hard at all. So that is the swim test. Not that bad. They give you the whole time in boot camp to pass it. Like there's people who didn't pass until like the 8th week, like when it was about to graduate. That's when they passed it. So, but I recommend learning how to swim before you get to boot camp. Like don't just rely on them to teach you because you're going to be behind. Like those people who had to go to swim classes all the time, they were behind and they had to do everything they could to keep up and to not get asthma, because after a certain point, if you haven't passed, you could get asthma for your swim. So you don't want to be on that chopping block. So swim test, you get your military ID week 1. You take your picture one of those days during P days, probably P3, I think, I can't remember. But your picture isn't gonna be cute. So don't even expect it. Like dudes, you're gonna be bald. Females, you're gonna look terrible. It is what it is. So you get your military ID. Don't be alarmed at the photo. It is what it is. No one has a cute military ID. Then you start your classes. So you take classes in boot camp. You take classes on. You have tests in boot camp. You have 2 tests. I was EPO, so I was Education Petty Officer. So it was my job to make sure that my division was prepared for the tests. So you start your classes week 1. During week 1, you have a first aid class. So they teach you like basic first aid, like what you should know, like the different types of cuts and different types of burns, and what the 5 different stretchers are, and which ones they use in the Navy, heat exhaustion, yada yada yada. Then they teach you survival at sea. It's kind of important. You're in the Navy. You kind of need to know how to survive at sea. They teach you different ships and aircraft, so because you might be on an aircraft carrier, you're definitely going to be on a ship, so you want to know the different kinds of ships and shit. And then you practice for your first personnel inspection, which will be your NDubs, your camo uniform. That'll be your first inspection. And for me, every single inspection I had some sort of crisis. Like for my NDub inspection, okay, for your inspection, right? The inspector comes in, you're standing at parade rest, waiting for them to tell you can start getting ready. They give you 18 minutes to get ready, for your uniform to be flawless, like perfect. So you think 18 minutes is a long time to get ready, but you're like you're like in a frenzy trying to make sure everything is right. So me, I'm trying to put on my clothes, I'm trying to find my pants, I'm getting my socks on, make sure my blousing straps are right, because your blousing straps have to be at a certain point on your boot. Your boots have to be laced super tight. Like it's tedious. It's tedious. Like attention to detail is a big thing in boot camp. So anyways, I'm getting dressed, right? And I put on my belt, because the way the belts work in boot camp, it doesn't come assembled. Like it's like the cloth part that goes around your waist, and then it's the buckle, the metal part, and you have to like fasten it and like put it together and like hook it and like lock it and like. Anyways, point is, I'm putting on my belt, right? And all of a sudden the buckle just flies off, and I'm just like, bro, like it just flew off, and I could not put the buckle. I couldn't get it to lock for nothing. So I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck do I do? Like, We have like 6 minutes left, and I have my fucking buckle in my hand and my belt. So I'm trying to put it together, and I lock it the best way I could, but like that shit was not secure at all. But I didn't get a hit on it. So for inspections, inspector, so you stand at attention the whole time. The inspector will inspect you, and while they're inspecting you or while they're inspecting someone else, they will ask you questions. They will ask everyone in the room a question. That's why it's essential for you to know your rank and recognition, your 11 general orders, your sailor's creed, because they can't ask you your sailor's creed. And my RDC said that they did ask a person in sailor's creed, and they did mess it up, and it was embarrassing. And I think they got beat for it, for messing it up. So know that shit. Know that shit before you go to boot camp. And then you have your second dental and medical visit during week 1. And if you have to get your wisdom teeth taken out, you most likely get it taken out during week 1 or week 2. I got mine taken out during week 1 because they want you to get it taken out with early in training, so it doesn't affect other things in training, so you don't miss too much important, especially important shit, because as the weeks go on, shit gets crucial and you don't want to miss stuff or be SIQ. SIQ is second quarters, which means you can't get out of bed unless you're about to shower or use the bathroom or eat. That's the only time you're allowed out of your rack. LLD means limited light duty, so you can go to class, you can do certain things, but you can't do too much. You can't really do a lot of heavy lifting. You can't get beat. You can't get intensively trained to a certain extent, because sometimes this one RDC was like, let me see your chip, and it said they just couldn't do arm movements or arm exercises, so they made them do a whole bunch of other shit that didn't involve arm stuff. So don't think LLD is just your get out of jail free card, because your RDCs can get in on that ass if they want to. So I think that was pretty much it for week 1. The main thing about week 1 is the swim test. It's not that bad. Just get in there, get it done. Especially if you're scared of water, get in there, get it done. Practice swimming before you get to the Navy. If you know you're not that strong of a swimmer, because you don't want to be the person who has to keep going back again and again. Just don't. So that's it for week 1. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys.